Hi. Now welcome to another First Impressions, and today we're going to be looking at no less than Noblesse. Now Noblesse is the third and final web manga adaptation that is done by Crunchyroll, or rather licensed by Crunchyroll, at least in this batch. And this one is done by Studio IG, which is a studio that is probably more known for collaborating rather than, making their own anime, which immediately struck me in the first episode as we see, especially compared to both God of High School and Tower of God, that this anime has a sort of very generic style. Now, God of High School has a very specific style, and it's what's charming about the anime, just like the Tower of God. But Noblesse has more of a style that looks like something done in the early 2010s, maybe even earlier, and I'm not a particular fan of that, but as long as the animations are good, I can't really complain about it, right? Now, we did see a little bit of the animations in this first episode, a little bit of the fights and stuff, and they're alright, nothing special. But the thing that was lacking to me the most in the first episode was kind of a lack of plot. Now yes, we did see that this is going to be a fight between two sides. The characters were established in a way, we know who the protagonists are going to be, or so to say protagonists, and we know who the antagonists, at least for the time, are. Now I'm going to be assuming that the antagonists are not just going to be that group of the Union, but are instead going to be actually the group as a whole. Now this really depends on the next couple of episodes and how that is going to play out. Is this going to be a mystery, or is this going to be just a missed plot line, like sort of a missed pilot? And that is a problem that I've seen with mostly Netflix animes actually doing, where they don't establish the plot in the first episode. They don't have a pilot because they usually thrown out in batches, as in, they throw out the whole anime immediately. But this one isn't actually thrown out immediately. We see the first episode and then we're gonna see the rest of the anime going forward, right? But other than that, the characters were kind of established. We already know who the strong characters are. We saw the power of the old dude. We saw the sort of a mystery regarding the principal and the what I'm assuming is the vampire dude. He just feels like a vampire because sort of a mystery around it. They didn't explicitly say he's a vampire, but sleeping for this long and stuff like that, it's pretty much established that he's a vampire of some sorts, right? Or a mage or something, I don't know. No, I didn't expect this anime to actually be set up in a high school. I don't know if it's gonna be in the high school for the rest of this anime. It seems way too much cliche and reminds me of like old bad animes way too much, and I hope that that's not the case. But seeing with the other webtoon anime that we've seen, and seeing, the webtoon genre as a whole, it is readapting old anime ideas into manhwas, which I'm definitely not a fan of. And Noblesse seems to kind of fall into that niche the most out of all of these three, as at least the other two have some sort of originality going around with them, while Noblesse feels like another one of the high school power fantasies. Now, I don't want to get too much into it because we've seen only one episode so far, and I really hope that it's gonna, expand the plot, that they're gonna actually deepen these characters that are very surface level so far. This, to me, wasn't the best first episode, especially after seeing how both God of High School and Tower of God were, mediocre to somewhat good. I was hoping that Noblesse is gonna do a one-up, But with this first episode, I really don't see that. And I'm really hoping that it's gonna be better than those two, and that it's gonna actually make webtoons an actual thing in anime, because we have so many new fresh ideas from webtoons, but they're choosing these sort of cliche that already stuff is, existing already in anime. So yeah, I was kind of hoping for more, but I guess I'm still gonna be continuing watching this, so watch out for the review. And if you have any other thoughts regarding this anime, please leave them down in the comments below if I missed something or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.